Hello everyone, this is Garrett and this is Serious Sam 2 and we are about to do level 18, the Chanolin Temple.
Ah, what a beautiful day!
While I like the cutscenes in this game, I don't know why the enemies never really match up with what's in the cutscene, but there you go. We are in the Chanolin Temple and there's a rocket launcher waiting for us, which is going to be pretty good. And with that I mean it's actually going to be pretty good. This is probably one of the first instances where the rocket launcher is actually really good to have. And it'll become pretty obvious why. There's going to be a lot of these ball enemies, and there's two secret areas in this level, which are both in this area. The first one is the secret dragon, and the secret dragon blows a whole bunch of fire, and it's actually really good here because we're going to be fighting a lot of these guys over here, and they are weak to fire as it turns out. And in combination with the rocket launcher, they end up dying really quickly because the rocket launcher just stops them in place pretty much, and the fire will then just deal so much damage that it just insta-kills them pretty much. Now there are small versions of these balls and there are large versions of these balls, and the small versions are not too much of a problem. The larger ones are a little bit more dangerous, however they also carry around an ammo power-up, so you kind of want to lure them back as far as possible really, because that way you'll be able to take care of them pretty easily, and simultaneously you'll be able to pick up the ammo power-up without having to run into the fray, which obviously is what you want. You want to get as safe as an experience as possible. You can also use a serious bomb over here, and that's because we're actually going to get one in this level as well, so it is definitely worthwhile to consider using one of those here as well, just because of it can get a little bit crazy, especially when the balls don't cooperate very well. Things can go wrong, things can accidentally slip past you, and then it can just lead to all sorts of disasters. So it just depends on what you want to do. I don't really like using serious bombs because I prefer to use them as a panic button, and honestly this level is not that panicky. This level is pretty short overall, but we are going to be fighting so many enemies that it's just going to take a while to actually get through it all. And that's kind of what Serious Sam is all about, so honestly we should have expected something like this in the long run. And I'm just going to keep lighting up that dragon. I'm happy that you can just keep like turning on that dragon over and over again even after you've used it once, because otherwise this would actually be a little bit more difficult, but I think we should be fine. This is, I think, the last group over here, judging from the sheer amount that's coming towards us at the same time, and they are all a little bit close to us, but as you can see, one of them dropped a heart. And the heart basically means that you have killed the last remaining ones, because the last ones, rather than dropping some ammo power-ups, actually drop a heart and some armor, which is fantastic. Now there's a whole bunch of these dragons. You can only really use that one, but you also cannot destroy that one. All the other ones can be destroyed, and all the other ones contain some sort of power-up inside them. And it ranges from just the health power-up to like serious damage and a serious bomb over there as well. And before we continue, you can see all these flags that are happily flapping in the wind, except for that one. So we're gonna go to that particular flag over here. Press the button on the back.
Secret switch has been activated.
And now it flaps as well. That's all the switch does. This is a good secret. I'm glad we picked that one up. And again, if you want, you can pick that up. If you want, you can just leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there. And I'm gonna pick up this cannon. And we still have plenty of ammo left.
From the starboard bow. Fire them cannons and swab the poop deck.
The ammo probably comes from like chapter 2 or 3 or whatever, and we'll be using quite a bit of that. I'm not going to pick up the damage power up until like the bulls start spawning, because the bulls are kind of scary, and honestly we don't really need them for the little guys, but now it is kind of useful. I'm actually going to run back pretty far over here, because there is quite a large amount of numbers of enemies coming towards us, and you don't really want to get too close to that. Plus, the way the pathfinding works in this game is that after a while, they will just run straight towards you. And if they run straight towards you in long enough of a distance, then eventually they'll all just line up and they'll just all very easily die. The damage power-up and the cannon are honestly a bit overkill, but whatever. It gets the job done. And I'm kind of scared to do this. Like, this works pretty well. But the thing is, it's very easy to damage yourself with the splash damage of the rocket launcher if these enemies are too close. And it can just really, really hurt yourself, because it's just, it's really, really strong. And the splash damage with that damage power-up is quite frankly incredible, including to yourself. Also, there's a good chance you'll end up hitting one of those blue girls over there, and that's kind of bad. Also, a lot of the bulls that you'll be fighting here, which are not immediately obvious due to the fact that we're just shooting cannonballs in this direction, they actually drop cannonballs as well, so it is actually pretty viable to just keep using cannonballs here. I kind of want to have some cannonballs left for the boss fight that's coming up in the next level, but honestly, we can probably just keep using them here without worrying about our ammo at all, because you just get that many ammo power-ups. Plus, we're actually going to go into a vehicle later this level, and then we don't have to worry about ammo at all, obviously. But until then, we're just going to jump around here, kill all these guys. We're pretty much back at the start of the level already, but it's fine, because we have the option to do so. There's nothing really stopping us, and it's safe, and I like being safe. I don't like all these dangerous strategies in this game, because you can't just run forward like a crazy man, but you'll take so much damage. You'll take so much damage that you really don't need to take at all. And it's honestly, like, due to the level being this small, you might as well run back a bit. And it might not be immediately obvious that this level is small, just due to the fact that how far we have run back already.
Lollipop on the playground. Take it. That will surely make him angry.
But the entire
Into
level...
my lead.
The entire level consists basically out of this area. You can go to just about every single area in the level at any point in time. There are just no doors or anything blocking you from going anywhere, which is pretty great, honestly. I like being able to run around every now and then. And the next level is kind of an odd exception, because it actually carries over your health and armor from this level as well. So we kind of want to leave this level with as much health and armor as possible, and of course as much ammo as possible as well. Now when we move closer to this building, there is the lollipop that we want to get. We are going to spawn a whole bunch of clowns, and also next to those clowns we're going to spawn a whole, well, two of those rocket dudes. And on the one hand, you kind of want to take care of them immediately. On the other hand, this place is humongous. And if you just move, the odds of them actually hitting you are just catastrophically small, really. And right now, I've only killed one. I think it'll respawn 2 of them after you kill the second one. But honestly, I'm not 100% sure, so we're just going to test that out while we kill all these clowns over here. The clowns really are the main scary thing in this place, but again, this area is just humongous. The odds of something going wrong in this particular sequence are just so small, unless you're going to use some really ridiculous strategies here along the line. So we're just going to shoot some rockets at the rocket dude, see how he likes it. Which spawns another 2. But we have a rocket launcher, and it's pretty good at taking care of these guys very, very quickly. And immediately after that, we're going to get an ammo power-up. We're going to get this lollipop. We're going to get 3 of them, apparently. And picking that up spawns this vehicle. This vehicle is just as cool as it was in one of the previous levels where we got the same vehicle. You kind of want to watch out with these bulls, because sometimes the bulls run into you and they'll just die. Other times they'll run into you and they'll just push your vehicle away, and you'll just get knocked out of the vehicle, because when the vehicle goes upside down, you just get thrown out of it. And that's kind of bad because there's quite a large amount of bulls here. And even though we have the cannon, it's scary, man. It's not something you want to really deal with. Plus there's 2 of those really, really big rocket dudes, like the tank rocket dudes. And they have a large amount of health and also deal a large amount of damage. I just got hit by one and it costs like 100 health or something like that. So obviously we want to take care of those as quickly as possible. The bulls are not very good at actually finding us over here. Like, their pathfinding is a little bit wonky. They don't seem to want to go through the middle over here. And as long as you just don't really fire at them too much, they usually just sort of run in circles here, which is kind of odd. Until you, like, go over here, and then everyone just sort of gets mad at you. But as you can see, he just sort of pushed me back and didn't really do a whole lot. But other times, the bulls just get mad and just throw you all over the place. And I want to avoid that as much as possible, which we're just going to do by using the speed of this vehicle to our advantage, trying to avoid these bulls, and having a good time in general. And once we're done killing all these bulls, we're just about done with the level as well. This, like I've said several times before, this level is really small. And after killing the 2 rocket dudes, it actually spawns a whole bunch of the little rocket dudes, which are over there as well. They're all standing next to each other and they're all trying to hit us, but we cleared out the right side as well, and it doesn't actually respawn enemies over there. So you are just completely safe on this side right now. And the rocket dudes are not very good at actually walking again. I'm not really sure why, but they probably would be more effective if they actually moved, but they really just want to block the exit to this level. And we have a vehicle that destroys everything. We have a vehicle that takes care of everything without any problems at all. And if you want, you can go over here. It's absolutely not required. There's nothing of real value here except for lovely looking places, really. And there's some points here as well. There's a little waterfall, but you can make the camera over here, which looks a bit odd. I'm not really sure why this is possible. I didn't even know this was possible until now. But apparently you can look underneath stuff. I know you can, like, jump on top of one of these walls and you can see the void as well somewhere, but it's not really interesting. But there you go. That was this level. I think I just bumped into an invisible wall over there, which was a little bit odd, and we're just gonna leave. The exit is right over here, and that was the entire level.
Come out, come out! I've got something for ya!
No!
Oh, look at these delicious lollies! Oh, they're so tasty! Yummy!
No!
Okay, that does it! See what you made me do? Now come out, or the lolly gets it.
Okay!
Wow! You could be your own planet. You'd have to hold your pants up with an asteroid belt.
That was exciting. Yeah, that was level 18, I want to say, or 17, I don't even know anymore. But that was the end of this video, so I hope you enjoyed it so far. The next time we play, we are going to fight Prince Chan, whichever level that is. Bye-bye.